half, we haven't had to replace a single one, and they still look brand new. I'm not sure I've ever had that before any other restaurant. One side will go in on a Monday and a Thursday, the other side will go in on a Tuesday and a Sunday. So, but there's no guarantee that it's going to go twice every week. Sometimes it's only once. At least at the year mark, one of these would have been damaged enough going through the dish machine, just being back there sitting the way that it would on a normal restaurant basis. Whereas sitting in that fog tank overnight, pulling it out and hanging it right back up, there's no damage involved in that. So we haven't had to replace anything, and they look brand spanking new once they come out and get a little rinse with some wet water, and they're great. In most restaurants, you pull hoods on a everyday basis. Not everyday basis, but you at least rinse them down. So the labor involved in this is pulling them up, putting them in a box, putting them back up the next day. Minimum of 10 minutes time that it takes compared to trying to put it through a dishwasher once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times, where you're looking at an hour time just to get one side. So if it's the labor saving of that is tremendous. That's the nice thing about the chemical, is that inside those vents, how they turn, you can't get on the inside without taking these apart, and then taking those apart takes an extra amount of time, and it's a lot more difficult to put them back. You drop those into the bin, that liquid, that chemical completely surrounds every inch of that filter. You pull it out and it's drip dry, clean. Anything that has metal, to be honest with you. I mean, we use everything from our spiders on the stove tops to the saute pans to we have one big roasting pan that we will cook anywhere from 30 to 60 pounds of bacon in one day. So it gets a nice little charred, a little black on it. We'll put it in overnight and be right back to it. It looks brand new. I mean, I could probably go pull it off the shelf and you wouldn't be able to tell that we have beaten the crap out of it over the last year. So this is a non-stick pan, and you can see that this has not gone into the machine yet, into the fog tank. You can see all that calcium buildup and everything else. Obviously, it needs cleaning. This guy went in last night, same stainless steel pan. You don't see any carbon on the outside, no calcium. You might see a little bit of calcium just from rinsing it off, but the nice thing about it is, again, this is a stainless steel. This is a non-slip surface here, and it doesn't affect the non-slip part. You can still cook eggs in this perfectly fine the next day. I mean, you can see that somebody has tried to use their scratch pad to get the sides of this, and it's just not going to come off. I mean, you can sit here for hours and you're not going to get all of that off compared to the overnight stay for this guy. This pan is probably the pan that gets beat up the most. We cook everything from about 60 pounds of bacon a day. Sometimes it can be 30 pounds of beef right in the same pan. So generally speaking, this pan, by the time we're done with it, it's got a nice crust. You can see the lines, but it's pitch black. And we let this guy go overnight, and again, the same process. It comes out the next day, and you don't even have to do much else to it. Again, you might have to do a little spray to it, but you don't have to bring a scratch pad to this. This is actually a done deal right here. In a year and a half, it's probably paid for itself every month. The amount of less chemicals that we're buying for the dish machine, the amount of less scratch pads, the amount of less labor going through this. I mean, again, trying to have one dishwasher clean this alone itself would take an hour, whereas it takes 4 hours inside that fog tank, and it's clean, nice. I don't think that I'll work at any place without having one. Again, in my 25 years of experience, this is probably one of the best piece of equipment that we have. Cleaning wise, we put everything through this thing, from our grill grates to the diffusers to saute pans. I mean, we've had things like some of our ladles and such will get acid from marinara, and it'll start to turn it color. Pop that in there and it comes back to almost stainless steel. So it's got so many different things that it can be used for, and again, it saves so much time and money as far as other chemicals and labor goes. You can't get into the cleaning process like that frog tank and get into it. A human being cannot do the same kind of cleaning that that thing does.